Sawadee Krap. Welcome to the Think Pink Podcast, episode 21. This week, my very good friend, ex-student, someone I love dearly, one of SA's best trainers, one of the biggest gyms in South Australia with pumping out the best quality fighters, and someone who I respect a lot for his honesty to me and his friendship and that he's always there for me when I need him. So, this week we've got Jordan Fielding from Strong Heart Muay Thai here in Adelaide. Really good chat. We have these chats like every time we catch up, so this time was just a camera on us, but one of my favorites again. And I think I'm just enjoying this more and more as I do it. So, please do the subscribe thing. If you haven't already, there's lots of you guys watching my videos but not subscribed. Please subscribe. It's going to help me. It's going to help me a lot. I want to get to 5,000 subscribers ASAP. So got a long way to go. Got 3,400 to go. But yeah, this is my next goal. And yeah, please do the like thing. Comment what you want me to talk about on my solos. I've got a solo one coming up next week. So yeah, please enjoy. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to my humble home.
I love it.
We're just talking like you haven't been here since Scamdemic.
Yeah, since COVID.
Hanging around while I was in quarantine, hanging around for coffees, bringing coffees around.
No visitors allowed.
So good, yeah, so good.
No.
Yeah. Come in. You didn't come in the back way that time.
No, I came through the front. Yeah.
So, you've had a big couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Back in Adelaide now. Time to rest up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm happy to be home.
Let's go back. Not last weekend before. So Bangkok again.
Yeah, Bangkok again.
RWS.
Yeah, this time we had Davina fighting on RWS.
Yep.
And she got the win.
Yeah, man, so cool.
Which was amazing.
Yeah.
Her first win since coming back from injury.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. Oh, wow. So it's been
a while.
Almost like 2 years since a win then, right?
Almost 2 years,
because the injury was March last year.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Was that her first fight for the year though? Of
this year?
No, of that year.
No, she won the Australian title.
Oh, that was earlier that year. It was in February. That's right.
Yeah, and then then she fought on one and did her ACL.
Yeah, I was there. I was like right on the edge of the ring.
Yeah.
As soon as she stepped back, man, I was like ACL. I knew it straight away.
Yeah, you could see it. The stability just lost, and but yeah, we got her at a new weight division.
Yep.
So I had her at this fight. She was at 49 kilos.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She wasn't even really cutting before to.
Nah, she wasn't even cutting weight. So.
That's cool.
But
man, she's so powerful too.
So strong.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was the first time she'd cut weight for a very long time. And even when I say cut weight, to be honest, I think she could go lighter. But she
doesn't need to. Not with the power she has and strength she has.
Nah, she doesn't need to. So I think it's just, I said to her, you have to, at a professional level, you have to cut weight because everyone else does.
Yeah.
In Australia, she was fighting a bit heavier just because there aren't enough opponents.
And the thing is, she still can take those fights with the right opponent.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
exactly right. But yeah, I've said to her, now at this level, there's no point giving away any advantage. No. At least we want an even playing field.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
So yeah, making her cut weight now, just a little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
But the thing is, 1.5 kilos, like 2 kilos for chicks and stuff, 3 kilos. Sometimes it's not that bad.
No.
It's obviously that I'm talking about water weight.
Yeah, of course.
The rest of it is done through diet and stuff anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, she's down to 49 kilos.
108 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is too, yeah. So that was, do you remember Jitmuangnon? The Thai was a fucking little nut job, like big, like lots of elbows. He's the one who fought that Thai FA group who died. Remember the kid, the FA?
Yeah.
So he's the one who killed him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like I've known Jitmuangnon. His shorts. When Nate used to fight for me, he used to wear Jitmuangnon shorts.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, I've cornered for him at like Lumpini and stuff. He was like multiple time Lumpini champion. But yeah, he's the one who elbowed Thai FA group to death. Pretty hectic.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it played on his mind for a fair bit, eh?
Yeah, it would.
But at the same time, man, he was fighting a Muay Thai who just worn lots of shots for lots of years, and poor dude, his missus was pregnant when he died and shit. And
Damn.
pretty bad.
Yeah, he probably had some previous brain injuries.
100%.
They don't check over there. There's no MRIs or anything.
And there's like
that.
I've got a headache. Okay, take this and then go back to training.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just toughen up.
Speaking of the Thai way,
start clinching.
Have you seen those videos coming out of Jitmuangnon whipping her fighters?
No.
So that she punishes them for like shit performances when they haven't been training properly and stuff.
Wow.
So but it's like there's 2 videos out. It's fucking hilarious, bro. Like I love it.
I remember watching the trainer from T-Dead.
Yeah.
He was always going off at his fighters.
Yeah.
I love
what's
it.
His name? Hieti. Sieti.
Yeah.
But so there's one where she had 3 fighters in a row, and she asked them like, how many days? Oh, that's right. How many days had you gone AWOL after the fight? Because they get a week. They get a week, and they get given 5,000 baht to spend. And then the other half, it's like the gym takes half, and then the family they put the other half aside for family or whatever.
Right.
And then they get 5,000 baht to spend in that week off, and they get a week off. Any days over that, then I can't remember how it worked out, but they get belted like with the cane.
Nice.
And then another one came out on that Muay Thai Adelaide page, where the dude's copping like 20. And she does 10, she's just laughing, like, and he's like trying to get away from it and shit, and it's pretty funny. I think it's hilarious. But, people are like, oh man, you can't do that shit. Well, do you know what? Try living in a third world country.
Yes.
Where everyone's trying to make third world money.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's their job there.
He's owned.
Yeah, that's their job.
Like, he's contracted. He's contracted to perform.
Exactly.
He was bought from another gym.
Yeah.
To buy their contract so that he can make money for the gym.
Exactly.
And if he's not doing his job,
that's right.
It's different.
That's exactly
right.
It's they're paying for their accommodation, their food,
everything,
their study, if they're young, everything.
So they need to be doing their part, right?
Exactly right.
So if they're not performing, then
has to get belted.
Yeah, but their purse doesn't go up.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
you've got to be having good performances, so you make more money. So the gym makes more money, so that you make more money, so that everyone's happy.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing your bit, then fuck you,
Yeah, that's right.
You can't judge. This is the thing, like where they talk about like, what's right and what's wrong in a third world country. Like there's certain things like if you're. What's happening in like the Middle East and stuff. If you're blowing up kids and all that, that's a different story. That stuff's very judgeable.
Yeah.
But when the way people discipline in other countries and all that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
I think you can't judge people on it.
You can't judge people. You don't understand their circumstances. You've never experienced it. You're just living in Australia, looking at it from a
and that's the thing. I've lived there.
Yes,
I've had the cane.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had the bamboo.
Yeah.
Like
people here need the cane. I think.
Yeah, man.
Too many woke people.
Bro, too many pussies.
Men trying to be women trying to be men.
Bro, like
they need the cane for sure.
Like the thing is, it's like hardship is what makes people hard.
Yeah.
And no one should have to go through particular things like, some of the things that make people like weapons as fighters and stuff is like, maybe they'll molest as a kid. No kid should have to go through that shit.
No.
But having discipline and knowing, like, I'm not saying you have to belt your kids and all that, but actually taking shit away from your kids. And like yesterday, come home from school, Bella goes off and does everything she has to do to get ready for training. Antoine, I'm watching something on YouTube, and Antoine comes and sits next to me, still in his school uniform. I go, "Hey, go and do the shit you have to do." Like the TV ain't going anywhere because my kids don't do screens, but they're allowed to watch. If I'm watching something on YouTube and I'm okay with it, then they can watch it with me. And then so he takes off, comes straight back in his clothes, and sits down next to me and watches it. I'm like, okay, he's done everything he's supposed to do. Gets to the end of the video and he's like, oh, can I quickly eat something before we go to training? I'm like, no, because that was one of the things that you would have done in that time. And then he's like, then I walk into his room, he's packing a bag full of toys to take to the gym, like just cars and stuff. I'm like, why is there a laundry basket, because my kids do all the laundry. Why is there a laundry basket full of clothes here that haven't been separated into each person's pile? oh, you know what? So now don't take your toys to the gym. You're going to be sitting in silence at the gym and do nothing. And he gets upset. I'm like, there was an instruction given. Do the things you have to do, then come and watch TV with me. And other people are, oh man, how do you do that to you? How can you like see your kid upset like that? I'm like, no one gives a fuck when he's an adult and his boss tells him to, like young Steve from my gym got fired because his boss asked him to fucking clean a dead kangaroo out from the truck. His job was to clean trucks. And he's like, oh, no thanks. So he lost his job.
Yeah, because someone else would do it.
This is right. So why am I gonna?
Yeah.
Well, I'm helping my kid.
Yeah, that's right.
Like by upsetting my kid now, it sucks.
It sucks at the time, but later on they thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, they look back and they say, "I wish my parent disciplined me." Or
right now I'm the devil.
Yeah, that's right.
Right now I'm the worst parent in the world because all of their friends are undisciplined little pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And I mean all of them. Like every single fucking kid is like just little shits, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone I see at that school is like, there's one kid in Antoine's class who, her mum walks her to the door every day and she like comes running out and grabs her like crying, doesn't want to go in the class. She's a fucking year 2. Like, but that's obviously the mum's weakest piss attitude because she wants that. She wants to feel loved.
Yeah, that's right.
So she's making
detrimental to the child, though. That's the thing. It's
the kid like, every morning, like when Bella first started going to kindy, or was it maybe it was even in like childcare or whatever, daycare. We used to walk in there, take her to the back, put her bag in there, and then just literally walk out the door.
Yeah.
Like it was hard.
Yeah.
But like give her a kiss and just walk out, and she's like crying. But
it's the only way to do it.
Bro, 2 weeks later, she's fine.
Yeah. And it's always hard in the beginning. Yeah. It's that initial thing, but if you keep,
everything. 2 weeks of changing a habit.
Yeah.
And like it's the same with these parents. Like, man, you've got to treat your kids like mini adults. Like you've got to give them responsibilities. You've got to. Because this is what's happening now. Like we're getting the result of that as trainers. These kids who have never had a hard day in their life.
Yeah.
They think a hard day is because they had to go for run, do sprints, and then they weren't allowed to rest because they had to do the next thing. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe how hard. Oh really?
Yeah.
You've clearly never been clipped over the ear by someone.
Yeah.
You know, like it's your hardest day is a hard training day.
Yeah.
Like it's hard, man.
And I find a lot of the boys at my gym, I can tell that a lot of them are there just because they like the older role model. You know, they look at me like a big brother or uncle or whatever it is, a trainer, and I can tell that they've been craving that discipline. They found a place where they can find it.
Yeah,
so deep down, everyone does want and need it.
Yeah, 100%. And where it doesn't work is when like you message them and saying you need to get your ass into the gym. Because then what happens is, oh man, I'm in trouble. I don't want to go there. Like it needs to be done. The discipline needs to be done face to face, because otherwise they just disappear. They're too scared to come in thinking they're in trouble. Yeah. Or when fighters, they decide they don't want to fight anymore. Like, you know, amateurs or whatever, they've had a few fights. They decide they don't want to fight anymore. So they just ghost you. Instead of coming back, they're ashamed. Yeah. Like, what are you ashamed for? Because you don't want to fight. Yeah. Like, I already knew you were a pussy. That's what I was. That's why I wanted to make you a fighter, to try and help you not be. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and it's like, I knew you were soft before. We were making you hard. So just go back to being soft. That's okay. Yeah, yeah. I've done my bit. Yeah. I tried. Didn't work. Okay, next.
Yeah, no problem. It doesn't matter. You don't have to fight.
You don't have to fight.
No, that's what I tell everyone at my gym. I say, no one has to be here doing this. I said, I don't make money from this. No. You cost me money.
But if you're here, you better be fucking working.
Exactly right.
Don't say you want to fight and do fuck all about it.
Exactly right.
But if you don't want to fight, cool.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Man, like legit. I say to the whole lot of them, I don't give a fuck if you're, like, that's why I took Jason quitting so easily. Yeah. Because it was just like, okay. Yeah. You don't want to fight? Okay.
Yeah, well, it's going to happen with everyone eventually. No one fights forever.
No.
it's just a part of it, isn't it? It's just a part of it.
But it's the fact that everyone, well, they just send you a message to say they don't want to do it, but because they did that, they're ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, so then they don't come back in, because they know they didn't do the right thing by coming to tell you in person.
I've got 2 guys who I haven't seen since their last fights for that exact reason.
Yeah, right.
They got scolded after the fight because neither of them actually fought like they wanted to fight.
Yeah.
And then it's just excuses as to why they haven't come in. Man, just rock up to the gym and I thought you loved Muay Thai. Okay, then come and train. Man, a perfect example, Clint. Clint didn't want to fight anymore. That was after that first Ballina show. He fought Mark Standing. And after that, he's like, oh, I don't want to fight anymore. Cool. Man, he's the guy who doesn't leave the gym.
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Because he actually loves Muay Thai, not just in words, but because he also told me to my face that he doesn't want to fight anymore.
Yeah, yeah. So
you know what I mean? Like,
he knows he did the right thing.
So if you're one of those people that has messaged me to say they don't want to fight anymore, or messaged Jordan and said you don't want to fight anymore, and then you're too ashamed to come in, just come in and have a talk to us. You're actually going to see, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You're still the same person.
Yeah. I think some people make a big deal about it. Like I had one guy in my amateur fight team, he was just saying he wanted to fight for like a whole year. I didn't let him fight because he wasn't where I thought he needed to be. Anyway, I finally, after a whole year of dedication and training hard and everything, I finally got him a match. As soon as he got a match, he freaked out and left the gym, which I actually don't give a fuck about.
No.
But he made 1,000 excuses, and I pulled him aside and I said, dude, I've been doing this for 20 years. I said, I know that you're stopping training because you're scared to fight. Sometimes it's such a good idea to fight, but then once it's like, oh shit, this is actually happening, you freak out, the nerves kick in, the reality of the situation.
What about the whole, I might not be good enough?
Yeah.
I have my biggest problem in the gym is people go to fight prep and they start doing worse than they were doing out of fight prep. Why? Because they want an excuse to lose.
Yes.
Instead of just losing because they weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fucked.
Yeah, it's just, it's all...
You have way more patience than me. Like we had this chat at breakfast and like I'm just so over that side of things where it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever, like...
It's hard. Everyone's so different that you have to almost treat everyone the same because they're the same team, but at the same time you have to treat everyone differently because they're individuals.
Yes.
So it's very complicated.
It is, for sure. And for me, it's like all these people have so much confidence in their abilities when they're shit.
Yeah.
The minute they start getting good enough to actually fight, they lose all their confidence in their abilities.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, oh, bro, it's miserable.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get on to a positive subject. So you obviously had the trip to Bangkok.
Yes, yeah.
How many days were you back in Adelaide for after that then?
So...
Did you come straight back on the Sunday?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I landed back on Monday.
Okay,
so I flew over Sunday night.
Yep.
Landed back Monday. I was sick for 3 days. I couldn't leave bed. And then pretty much when I left the house, I went straight to Melbourne for Nick. Nick fought on Rebellion in the 8-man.
Yep.
And then...
Did you came with us, didn't you? You came early. Yeah, you came in the same bus as me.
Yes.
Yeah, you came with us. Yeah,
Roots.
that's right.
Yes.
And how good was Roots,
Roots
bro?
was really good.
Like,
the quality of the fights were amazing.
Bro, I was talking to old Greg about it.
Yeah.
Last night or this morning? Last night. And it was like almost over... It almost outdid Rebellion this time.
The fights, I think so.
Obviously not the names and stuff.
Of course.
But it was like, as far as the matchups were horrendously good.
Yeah, the quality was amazing.
Man,
I got skill of all the fighters.
Seat of the house.
Really
like, obviously I was...
Are you a commentating?
I was commentating.
Right.
Yeah, me and Joe Coverdale. So that was the first time we've partnered up doing commentary. And Joe.
Yeah.
Bro, really, really enjoyed doing it with him. And Greg was like, how many times have you guys done commentary together? Like, that worked well. First time.
First time ever.
Yeah. Man, we've known each other for a long time. Like I met him, so he fought on the first ever Roots. That was his first ever fight.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to know him until, I reckon it was when he fought Joe Comerford. I cornered for Joe Comerford.
Oh, he fought Joe Comerford?
Yeah. Joe Comerford and Joe Coverdale fought each other.
Yeah.
That's the video where Joe Comerford has what my missus saw when she first met me.
And he was fighting Smoke and Joe.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, he got slapped. They got slapped by Smoke and Joe. Love you, Joe. But yeah, so yeah, doing commentary with him was sick, bro. And like, oh man, it was such a good cut. That like, I heard there was a few complaints about commentary on Rebellion.
Really? Who was commentating on Rebellion?
Hammer,
right.
Man, as far as sports commentary goes, amazing.
Yeah.
But he's not a Muay Thai guy.
Right.
And I think that's where the problem's at with it.
Yes. Well, it is a 100% Muay Thai
Yeah.
show.
And, you know, when the go-to is what you'd teach to beat Muay Thai, it's not really, doesn't really vibe with the Muay Thai. Like, and as I said, like the old kickboxing days or even the old Queensland days on Foxtel, bro, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked 100%.
Yeah.
Because there was no real Muay Thai around then.
Now there's no kickboxing.
Yeah.
Kickboxing's dead.
Dead.
Kickboxing's a dead sport.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's still there, but it's just like holding on by the bones of its ass, trying to.
Anytime I see a kickboxing 8-man or a kickboxing,
all Muay Thai fighters.
They're all Muay Thai fighters that just
go across to make some money.
Yeah, someone just puts up a big bunch of money and it's like, let's do a kickboxing 8-man. It's all Muay Thai fighters.
It's still got the chunk of money attached to it, the kickboxing, kind of like the boxing money.
Yeah, even all the gyms, there's no kickboxing gyms.
Very rare, very rare now. But yeah, so Roots was sick, man. Like
Roots was really good.
There was that last fight, Quang Pham versus Josh Lim.
Yes.
Man, how tough is Josh, bro? Like,
dude, that was a good fight. He had the big cuts on his face.
And because Talia said to him at the end, like, oh man, your face is pretty bad, eh? He took a photo of it and she goes, oh, it's that bad. Like, he didn't even know.
No.
But he's just like a zombie, like Korean zombie, she called him. You know?
Did he win that fight?
No, it was Quang. That was Quang's best performance I've ever seen too.
Quang's been doing better recently.
That was his first fight back after a while, but then he had like a skid.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, he would start really good and then he'd sort of fall apart in the later rounds. But that for me, he probably held his composure for the whole 3 rounds for the first time I've ever seen, actually.
Yeah, that's good. That's
good. Yeah,
it's
really good.
People develop like that after a hard run because I remember I think I've seen him get knocked out like a few times in a.
Yeah, he had a skid of losses and stuff, and
it's good to see him come back. I love seeing that.
Yeah, me too.
People that go through a rough patch.
He's such a good dude too.
Yeah,
and he's got beautiful skills and he's got big hand power as well. Like he knocked out Pano in the first round.
Yeah.
And then what was another good? There was the other guy from Strike Studio, Kevin Tran.
I didn't see that one.
Kevin Tran, he fought one Luke Chincotta, who was undefeated 4-0. Don't know about the decision, man. Like it was.
Is that the short, cruiserweight one?
No. It was 73 and a half.
Yes, yeah.
Short, like one Luke is like quite thick, but really short.
Yeah.
And like Kevin Trent was massive.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly thought Kevin won that pretty clearly, but it went to one Luke. But like that was a breakout performance for Kevin. Like it was
nice.
He was probably. He showed some weakness in his last fights and stuff. I think that was his 6th pro fight, but that there was definitely like he controlled full femur style from the outside. And as I said, I thought he won it, but also doing commentary, I'm not judging.
Scoring.
You know,
yeah.
But yeah, some of even like the girl fights were sick. Like, there was so many good fights on
the southpaw. I like the southpaw from Bones, the first fight.
Bro, I was about to say it as well.
I like that. That was probably my favorite fight.
Yep. It was
against, who did he fight? He fought
from PTJ.
That's right.
Paul something, was it? I think Paul.
I don't know. But that was a good fight.
Really good fight. It started out. The whole show started out on it from a cracker.
Yeah.
And man, I love someone who can, pro debut. There's so many debuts on it. It was sick. So many pro debuters.
Good level in Melbourne.
Going backwards, boom, kick, boom.
I like that.
I love that shit too, man. It's so good to see.
It was such a good fight.
And then obviously kicked over to Rebellion. I was sick. I got to actually not be involved and just watch.
Yeah.
Brittany opening up with her pro debut on Rebellion debut.
Yeah.
Another win.
Yeah.
She's absolute weapon, man.
She's a beast.
Absolute beast, yeah.
Is she orthodox or southpaw? I always see her switching.
Southpaw naturally, I think.
Naturally, yeah.
Great chick too, man. She's so entertaining. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Then we went into the 8-man.
Yeah.
So I liked Nick's matchup due to it being the current Australian champion versus Nick, who was the ex-Australian champion.
Yes, yeah. We vacated the belt.
Yes.
Because we're going to go for the international.
Yep.
So you can't hold it while you go for the next
Yep.
week. And then Harry Shepherd, he's the one that won it since then. So yeah, it was good to it was good. We wanted to beat him.
Yeah, for sure. It kind of, even like I had a bit of a chat to Harry. It was the first time I've ever met Harry, and lovely guy.
He's nice, yeah.
Very nice guy.
Yeah.
And he's just not quite at that level yet.
Nah, he's not.
No, so
He can be later.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. But
great lad, and man, stayed in there for the time and put up a fight.
He did. Landed some kicks.
Yeah, Nick was slick.
Yeah.
Very slick. And then obviously Josh King was the favourite going in. He's always that guy who's dangerous, but I was kind of like, I don't see him winning it though. Like it depended on the draw.
It depended how everything went.
And then once I saw the draw, he was on the hard side of it.
Yes.
And then the other half, I thought, man, Jagger should be a walkthrough to the...
That's what we all thought that, yeah.
But also, when you've got someone like Sam Gardner, man, he is so hard to fight.
Yeah, he didn't stop. He's so active.
Oh my God.
He took some big shots too.
He did, and he's tough, and
yeah.
I'm always interested to hear like how other states work, because he wouldn't have, like after that last fight with Kean Lockheed, he wouldn't have passed he wouldn't have, because he got dropped. He wouldn't have passed a concussion test here.
Nah.
After getting dropped, he would not have got.
3 weeks ago he fought on Domination.
Yeah. Oh no! It was Empire, wasn't it?
Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got he got hit with some big shots.
Yeah, like I don't think here he would have passed the post-fight medical. No. So it's interesting, like that a state that's so policed, like WA.
And 3 weeks later, he's in the 8-man.
Yeah, so and like he's hard to beat, bro. Hard to beat.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got past Jagger in the second fight.
Yeah.
First fight he fought, it was a rematch with Jack Matthews.
Oh, had they fought before?
Yeah, they fought.
Who won the
a
first
year
time?
ago? I reckon it was exactly a year ago. Sam did.
Yeah,
that was on Roots.
Oh,
this time last year, I reckon.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Darren cornered him from Riddlers, I think. I think he did on, yeah.
Maybe. Okay, I can't remember that. But then, obviously, your side of the draw was
Ben Higgins versus Josh King.
Man, that surprised me how easy Josh walked through
him. We were spewing about it because he wanted him to have a heart. Yeah,
because we talked about it. It was who got most damage out of that.
That's right. We thought they were just going to go at each other for 3 rounds, and we obviously were going to fight the winner of Josh and Ben. So we beat Harry.
Yep.
Went the distance 3 rounds, and then Josh knocked out Ben, and he went into the fight with Nick like real fresh.
Because I'd spoken to Ben after his last fight, and that was like his best performance where he fought Jack Matthews.
Yeah.
And he goes, I think I'm done now, eh? I think it was only the fact that it was this 8-man that he fought again. I reckon he's done. I don't think he'll fight again.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Sucks because he's entertaining. I'm a fan of him, bro.
Yeah, I like his style.
Even like people are like, oh man, why does he wear a crop top and why this? What? You don't know why, man? Because he can.
Yeah.
Like no one ever asked me why I dress like an idiot. Like, because I can.
Yeah.
You know, like I love the fact that he's willing to do something different, come out in sunnies and dance his way. Man, cool.
Yeah.
Be an entertainer.
Yeah.
Have something different. People are going to remember him forever.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's kind of what you want, right? You want a legacy. You want something to. I remember that guy that used to,
you wear the crop top.
You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, like have a gimmick. I think it's part of our sport. Like you know, like it's nice being a quiet achiever and stuff, but at the same time, I think you've got to have something that makes people remember you.
Yeah, you have to have something.
Out of the ordinary, right? So obviously that fight was really quick, and then you guys, I'll go over the other side of the card. So Jagger and Sam fought, and Sam just did what he did, man, and worked hard. And I think the Strikeforce guys thought that it should have gone the other way, but from what I saw, I think it was okay. Like under you know, Muay Thai scoring, how we all, you know, scored. I think, you know, he was throwing shot, and there was power in it. He's got that natural power that he can, even though he's just a work rate guy, it's work rate with power.
Landing power,
yeah. So that was, not an easy fight for him, but got him through to the final. And then obviously Nick was up against Josh then, who was pretty fresh. Yeah. Who's dangerous, not fresh, let alone.
Yeah.
And man, Nick did some really good shit in there.
Yeah.
Showed some really good stuff, like he should, because the level he's at, you know.
Yeah.
Where do you think it went?
I think if it was 5 rounds, honestly, we would have won.
Yeah.
Honestly. But
yeah, Nick's definitely a 5-round guy.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's no excuse. The way the 8-man goes is, you know, we already had a full fight. He went in fresh.
Yep.
It's just the nature of what an 8-man is. That's what makes it so exciting.
Yep. That was my first 8-man. I got to the final. One dude didn't rock up on the night. So the dude I fought in the final had a first-round knockout and a bye.
Oh, wow.
And I'd had almost a whole fight. Then I had 2 rounds. Then I went to the final all banged up, you know.
That's so good. Yeah, that's why it's so entertaining. That's why we like watching
It's not always the best guy wins.
Nah.
In this case, man.
Yeah, no, he earns it, man.
Yeah, if there was to be a domestic fight for Nick, I think that's it.
Yeah, that will definitely happen.
Yeah, I think and that's the thing. Just because he's going international level doesn't mean there's no domestic fights for him now.
We fight anyway.
Yeah, this is where people go wrong with that sort of thing. Though, I'm beyond that now. Yeah. No, you're fucking not, though, are you? Like, if there's someone locally who can beat you,
for sure.
Then or who thinks they can beat you.
Yeah.
If you think it's an easy fight, take it.
Well, the thing is, Australia, the level here is so good that some local fights are better than international.
Yeah, man. A lot of the time.
Yeah, Australia's good.
Yeah,
good
and
level.
like you look at obviously the updated Full Thai rules listings.
Yeah.
Man, that's a crazy list of fighters.
Yeah.
Like when they managed to put 8 people together on Saturday night, all Australian. And with one of the best not even being in it, in Nathan Jones Jr. Like he was.
He's not in it now?
In the 8-man.
Oh, in the
because
8-man.
Jagger replaced him after he lost to One Shalom. Like he's one of the top guys in Australia.
Yeah.
He's like top 4, top 5, like as far as, I don't know what he is in the rankings, but.
Yeah. He's up there.
Yeah, he is, for sure. Like, and
for sure.
It's pretty crazy that there's 10... The 8 guys from Saturday night, plus Chad, plus Nathan.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually fucking ridiculous,
Yeah.
bro. That's a ridiculous weight division.
I think it's the strongest probably now.
Right now? 67 and 70 are making a resurgence.
Yeah.
But you're starting to get the numbers again in those. 67 was that.
67 was a few years ago the best
and
one.
they're starting to get numbers again in that.
Yeah.
And same with 70. 70's making a bit of a comeback.
70's making a comeback?
Yeah, so...
Everyone loves 70 kilos.
Yeah, it is, yeah, man.
It's like
the
that
max
old school,
days.
Max days.
Like the... So, yeah, Nick had a...
Yeah.
Yeah, over 5 rounds for sure.
I was proud of him, though, because...
I messaged him yesterday. I don't know if he told you. I messaged him yesterday.
No, I haven't.
Like, literally just saying, like, proud of you, man. Like, you fucking did great. How you feeling?
It doesn't matter. No. And the thing is, the way we approach fighting is Nick's just turned 24 years old. He's only a baby. He's going to, let's be honest, there's going to be more losses on in
the future.
In the future. We know that, but and there has been in the past.
Well, bro, let's talk about how he started,
It's never stopped us.
He started with a skid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was, he was fighting adults as a kid.
Yeah, well, I think Nick was the last generation of fighters
Before they changed the rule.
Before they changed the rule. So Nick was 15 fighting like 23-year-olds, 24-year-olds.
He fought Doug a couple of times. They fought him once as a junior and then once for the state title, right?
Nick fought... Oh, I can't remember.
Doug twice.
Fought Doug twice. Yeah, he did fight Doug twice.
He, once was when he was like young, and then once when was on Pride 2 or 1, 2? No, I think it was 1. Fought him for the state title. Didn't he main event Pride 1?
He main event in Pride a couple of times. I can't remember
Yeah,
which
I think it was Pride 1
was.
for the state title, for the WMC state title.
Yes, maybe that was Pride 1.
I think it was.
It was?
I think it was, yeah.
He fought for your gym, right? For Pinkies?
Nah, not then. No. He fought for me later. He only had 3
right.
fights for me, yeah.
He was at Sunrise still?
Yes.
Right,
yes. But that was when they all hated... That was his last fight for them, I believe.
Right.
Because when they all hated him already.
What happened to Sunrise, speaking of them? They just disappeared.
I don't know why he shut down, but I think he just wasn't making money or whatever. But,
right.
Yeah, I know, like, Doug left there because all they did was bitch about him because he'd go to Thailand, not Cambodia or something, and then...
That's the best.
And then ended up back with him anyway, and now he's in Cambodia, so...
Yeah,
doing whatever he's doing there. And,
yeah.
I think like that's one of those things that needs to end, that whole Cambodia versus Thailand thing, you know? Fuck, man.
Yeah.
So over that shit.
Yeah.
Like, now, like, Cambodia's in like a golden era for Kun Khmer.
Yeah.
Bro, it's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like, man, I want to go over there for some fights, you know?
I wouldn't mind seeing somewhere different. I love traveling. See somewhere new.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Obviously then, so Nick lost that fight, then on to the final. Man, it was like...
And Josh just ended Sam Gardner in, round 1.
Round 1, like 27 seconds.
Yeah.
But it was like Sam coming in...
Banged up
after 2
wars.
Josh had an easy first fight. Second fight, played it smart.
Yeah.
Pretty much walked in there like with no real damage.
Yeah, he could see he was saving his legs. The first fight he didn't even kick.
No, which when you have that aggressive hand power, you can in an 8-man you can always do that.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and he's super tall and
because Nick was taking his leg a little bit, Like Nick was chopping
his leg out. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, our initial plan was I told Nick to switch kick as he came in, but he was catching it and sweeping. So in between the break, I said no more switch kicks. I said when he comes forward, just teep instead. Teep, punch and leg kick.
Yep.
And clinch as well. By the end of it, Nick figured him out and was winning at the end, but it was just too late.
Yeah, because that's what I was sitting with Andy Parham and that's what it sort of looked like. By the end of the third, it was like Nick looked like he was coming up, you know?
Yeah.
So into the final, and man, that was over, and man, Sam was damaged, hey?
Yeah.
Like, eyes pretty much swollen, face was like damaged,
He'll
bro.
be sore today.
Yeah, he'll be sore, yeah. Such a good dude, man. They're all those guys. I get along so well with all those guys from Lana, man. They're good guys.
I've never been to Perth before, actually.
Really?
I've never been to Perth. I'm going in February.
Yeah?
For some fights.
What show's that?
Supremacy.
What's
it called?
No,
it was Muay Thai Grand Prix. But now they've split. There's one's doing Empire, the other one's Gavin's show.
Muay Thai Super Series.
Super Series.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there used to be Supremacy. There used to be have that. Yeah.
Muay Thai Super Series.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
I'm excited to check it out. To see somewhere new.
Yeah, killer. Who you going over there with?
Nick and Davina.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sweet. Yeah. I'll just say, like, during COVID, I think was the peak of WA.
Yeah.
And now they're on a bit of a rebuild, I reckon. Like, I think they're lacking because they have that whole, man, I keep getting arguments every time I talk about it, but it's that have a certain number of fights, take something off, have a certain number of fights, take something off. But you don't have to take it off.
What do you mean take
like,
it off?
Take a headgear off and then take shin guards off it. It's like, I don't believe in the numbers game. I don't believe, because it's different for everyone.
Yeah. And well, there is no rule saying you have to have 10 fights any number of
Yeah.
fights before you go pro. It's just the trainer's decision, right?
Yeah.
Is it different in Perth?
Perth, they go on number of fights. I think you have like
right.
maybe 5, and then you take the headgear off. Then you have like another whatever, and then you take the shin guards off. And,
Really?
Yeah. But you don't have to. But who's going to... A lot of it is, oh, well, I better not keep them on because I look like I'm soft or whatever, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's... I think and then they have all their amateur fights on the same show as... on the same live stream and the same everything as the pro cards.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like they're live stream,
like a separate show and
it flows
with a
straight.
break or just the same
they
show?
have like a little intermission, but it's kind of like it goes through. You see the steps the whole way through, but it's like, man, you can't have these amateurs fighting on a live stream like that. Like when people,
no one wants to pay to see amateurs. Let's
when you've got guys at the end of the card like Max McVicker and all that sort of shit, and you're like having your first fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the pressure you don't need as an amateur. That's I think where WA has fallen behind, because we need that soft entry into Muay Thai now because everyone's soft. So what we do now is, right though, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, man, you could go straight to no padding and whatever, because...
I remember putting first timers on Knees of Fury and you walk out and there's like 1,000 people. Like those poor beginners just like, fuck. Like,
but it's still...
no headgear, no shin pads.
They dealt with it better than any of them would now.
Yeah.
Because now, like, they wouldn't even go get their medical done, so they've got an excuse. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
You know, whereas now you've got these, you know, like Valley and the Pride Day show where it's proper amateur style.
Yes, It is good. It's much better now.
Muay New South Wales. Yeah. Like, it's sad that we actually need that, but it's needed. 100% needed, and any state not doing it that way is falling behind.
Yes, agreed.
Because they're not having guys get the experience with no pressure, where all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's so-and-so on it. This is their pro debut. And you don't need to know what their amateur career was like. It's just like, here they are. This is their pro debut. This is so-and-so. You know, like, you have it on a separate... Man, I believe, have the amateurs on a separate live stream, $10 or even free on Facebook or something, and only worry about the pros, you know?
Or just don't put the amateurs on the live stream. Just start the live stream when the pros start.
Yeah, for sure. I think, like, you know, obviously, I don't give a fuck either way. You know, so many people travel over to Muay Thai Victoria and stuff now, which is why they have a live stream for it, because often it's New South Wales guys or it's Adelaide guys going over there for it. So I understand having a live stream, but when it's a live stream, like a $10 live stream, who cares?
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so it's like once they start a proper... There's no gradually you take shit off. I don't believe in that at all. It's, oh, you're too scared to go pro, you're going to shit the bed. Okay, then don't.
Just stay amateur.
Because just or quit. Because there is no, oh my god. If you're pedestaling taking the padding off, if you're pedestaling the next step in your career, then you're not really a fighter.
Yeah.
And I'd rather know that through having the steps than have them going onto a big show and going from their first fight and not getting a chance to actually even build up some confidence. Like as I said, they're all pussies now. So you need to build up confidence through stress-free, like the tournament, the Sound of Sydney tournament, the Consulate Cup, that kind of stuff, and whatever.
Yeah, it's just light competition.
Yeah. And then boom, you're pro. Yeah. Okay, now we start talking about these people. Yeah. Like, I don't like, you know, I don't mind having a group photo going, oh, here's the guy, we're all, you know, these are the guys fighting this weekend on Valley. I don't do it, but I don't mind it. But I don't think, one, there shouldn't be any pre-fight matchups announced. The week of the show should be when the you don't have draft, like one particular promotion, draft card, 6 weeks out. Like
it's always changing.
They're putting out these draft cards. Like, for what? Like, why?
No one cares.
Like, I know my guy's matched. You know your guy's matched against my guy. No one else needs to fucking know. Boom, comes fight week. Boom, Team Pinky versus Strong Heart, Bill versus Bob.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, so that matchup's happening. Sick, whatever.
there's no point releasing it until the end anyway, because especially with the amateurs, people are always pulling out. Matches are always changing. You know what I mean?
Always.
It's just the nature of what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no point releasing it too early.
There's a huge turnover in, like, you look at a fight card, if you put out like 6 weeks and then week of, you'd probably only be like 30% the same as the first one.
Exactly.
Because so much changes in the amateurs. Like some shit the bed, some like they're worried about their little broken toe, like their little toes like sore or something, you know, like whatever.
Yeah.
Shit that wouldn't bother a pro.
Yeah, that's right.
So you know the pros hang around and you know, all right, we're going to work around that to get to your fight prep.
Yeah.
And we'll worry about it after the fight.
Yeah, everyone's always got some little injury.
Yeah, for sure. But the amateurs will shit the bed because of it.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and that's why the card changes so much. And
yeah,
man, even amateur things like people forgetting to do their fucking medicals, or like, you know, I've talked about this a fair bit. I don't know, like, about whether you've heard it, but the other states have a portal where you log in and you can see what's due. Like, where here, a promoter will get a message, an email, like a week out from the show saying, these are the cleared people, these are the people who still need to.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you that one of those people's thing is expiring 3 days out from the show.
Yeah.
They should be giving expiry dates
should.
Whatever, you know?
In Melbourne, like when you put fighters on Muay Vic, you can't nominate unless their medicals are clear.
Yep.
That's what I think the rule should be.
Yep.
It shouldn't be you nominate fighters and then you have to worry about getting their medicals later. It should be your medicals have to be done.
Yep.
Everything's cleared, then you can nominate the fighters.
Yep.
And then there's no head fucks.
Yep.
The promoters know they're cleared, the trainers know they're cleared, everyone knows they're cleared, and that's it. Then they can fight.
But also they need to let you know
when the expiry date is.
When the expiry date is, because if it expires in that last week or something, man, you're fucked.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's like, oh, whoops, we're expired. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Sorry, the cutoff date was...
Yeah. We actually had to... We rushed to get Nick's done, actually, because his last two were in Rajaram and in Bangkok, and you don't need any bloods, medicals, nothing for it. We just completely forgot it. We got it done, obviously.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, it's...
But lucky we remembered.
This is a thing where without if you had a portal where you just log into, like Strong Heart has their login. Boom. Yeah. Strong Heart logs in. Bro, you need to get this done. You're due for this. You're due for this. And the people, the fighters, when we give them an instruction, it means tomorrow. Yeah. If you're in the gym tonight and I go, Jordan, get your medical done, that means you ring the doctor tomorrow to book. Yeah, not in 2 weeks. I'll get around to that. No. The thing is, everyone wants shit to just happen. Saturday night out of the way. Actually, let's talk about the semi-main event. Did you watch it?
Who was that?
It was Steffens from SRG versus...
I did.
Bro.
Great fight.
Bro.
Great fight.
Such a good fight.
Yeah, maybe fight of the night.
100% fight of the night, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Daniel is impressive, man. Like, I worried about him early on because of when he used to gas out. And it was really obvious that he was gassing out when he went pro, like first went pro. But man, like, he's tough. He can go backwards and forwards. He's powerful. Timing, bro, he's a fucking weapon, hey?
Yeah.
Like, he's scary.
He's the next sort of, big thing in Rebellion, I think. They're obviously
so too.
Building him up to be the guy there, which is deserved, because he's their local boy.
67, 147 pounds.
Good, very good. Now 70, I think.
Was that at 70? I thought he was 67
69 or something, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it was. It's not 67.
Okay.
Heavier.
Okay, so 154 pounds or whatever.
It was 70 or 69,
Yeah, right. I thought, because he was fighting at 67, because both boys were undefeated. Sevens was 7-0 and he was 6-0.
Yes.
So someone was losing the O.
The O had to go.
Yeah, the O had to go. Fuck, I think that's what the fucking ring announcer said. The O has to go. Let's go back to what's a couple of your highlights of your career? Highlight fights.
My favourite memory, I had so many, but my favourite, I think we spoke about this before, but on camera, was Max Muay Thai.
Yeah, we did talk. I reckon we did talk. We
was
talked about it on when we did our little fucking get to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my favorite memory because it was my first, not my first fight in Thailand, but it was my first fight on a TV show.
Yeah, and a show that had
At the
a name
time.
and had mattered. And
Yeah.
Because then the next one after that was Super Champ, right?
I fought on Super Champ.
Yeah.
Three times, I think, for Super Champ.
Yeah, but you had those two. You had a Max and then a Super Champ really close together.
Very close together. Yeah. But Max was definitely my favorite.
Because that's right. You fought fucking deadlit on fucking Super Champ.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was dumb, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why the trainer set that up.
Fuck, yeah.
He was gonna fight. What's his name? Pet Morcott from
Pet Indy.
Pay Indy for the one title.
Oh,
Detrick was.
Oh, was he?
Yes, but then he didn't pass the MRI. So one didn't. They signed him, but then because he didn't pass the MRI, so they didn't let him fight. So I ended up fighting him on Super Champ. I got fucked up.
Fucking hell. That's hectic.
Yeah.
Man, I reckon like me as a trainer, one of my favorite ever was us on Knees of Fury 50.
Knees of Fury 50, yeah, that was a sick show.
Big elbow, not jumping elbow, knockout and shit.
I fought someone from Sunrise.
Yeah, you'd fought him before. Ashley.
Yes.
Ashley Riding.
Ashley Riding.
Yeah. Tough, bro.
Tough.
Because the first time you bashed him for 3 rounds, right? Like
5 rounds.
5 rounds, and he stayed up the whole time.
Whole time.
Yeah, like this time you came out as a different. That was your second fight for me, right?
I think yes, it was.
Yeah, because the first one. Did you say that was the anniversary the other day?
No, I didn't.
It was on.
I fought Tyler Hardcastle.
Yeah, Friday, I reckon it was the anniversary of that fight with Tyler. It was 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck, getting old.
Crazy, huh?
Getting old.
So that was the first. That was.
Yeah, the Knees of Fury 50. That was a good show.
That was cool.
Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, main event.
Who did he fought? Charles August?
Nah, he fought
Kim Loudon.
Kim Loudon.
That's right.
Bashed Kim Loudon. And Kim Loudon was like almost unbeatable at the time.
Yeah.
Like, he was beating everyone, and then
he won the 8-man before that.
Yep. Yeah, where he fought Rob Powdrew in the final.
Yeah, Powdrew. Yeah,
I cornered for Rob for the whole show. Yeah.
Oh man,
it's funny because Rob, the first 2 fights in that for Rob were 2 rematches that he'd lost.
Yeah,
he fought Charles in the first fight and dropped Charles, and then won on points. And then he knocked Gaz Reese out, and Gaz had previously stopped him on a Knees of Fury, like bashed him, just kneed him in the head for 2.5 rounds or 3 rounds or something. And then he got through to the final and was just so banged up, and Kim Loudon was a weapon, still fresh. And stopped him in the final, in the first round or something of the final.
Yeah.
But that was a killer night.
That was a mad night.
Sick.
Knees of Fury 50
at,
on Henley Beach Road.
Thebby Theatre. That's where I had my first fight. That's right.
Was that where you had your first fight? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a wicked place for fights.
Yeah, man. So that for me
Thebby
was
Theatre.
That's why I think it was also special. Like, was probably at the time for me as a trainer having probably like the biggest win that I'd had in my career as a trainer so far. And
jumping elbow knockout.
Yeah.
And I remember just flying in the air and looking down as
just like boom! I just ripped his head open, and
it was so good.
Yeah. And so that was cool. You know, it was like that for me. It was like this is where I had my first fight.
Yeah,
and this is like the first big win of my trainer career. You know?
Yeah. As a big show too.
What massive bro. It was
show.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes,
Knees of Fury 50 on Valentine's
Walked
Day.
out to Sam Smith.
That's
remember.
right. Yeah, we
I wouldn't
stayed
do
up
that
for
now.
ages.
He's fucked. But it was a good at the time it was good.
Come out with a strap on to Sam Smith.
Yeah.
But that album was fucking amazing though. That was before he sold his soul to the devil.
That's right. That was before he went too woke.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a part of the blue state for sure.
So that was for me. Yeah, like early days for me. That was a huge highlight for me.
Yeah.
And then, what was another favourite? One fight of yours I liked was a dude from New Zealand who was flogging you, and then you just clinched him.
I remember that one.
That was like, man, I was like, oh, like I thought I thought you were going to get eaten alive.
I know. He was piecing. He had really sharp. I remember the fight.
Yeah.
He had really sharp boxing.
Yeah.
And his hands were just powerful.
Yeah.
It was fast.
Did he drop you or something early?
No, he was landing.
Just landing. Yeah.
He was landing pretty.
And then you just
hits.
like latched on. and latch. You're literally running at him to latch onto him. I love that, bro. Like I say to my guys,
I had to.
I say to my guys, run at him.
Yeah,
and they never do it.
Yeah, if you have to make the clinch happen, you can't hesitate.
Yeah,
you have to go
run through whatever they're going to do. Yeah, just run at them and latch onto them.
Yeah. Worst thing you can do is hesitate. You just got to grab them.
Yeah, I think where people go wrong the most with getting into the clinch is they're walking into the clinch, they jab, so they stop.
Yeah.
Or they get,
No, when you get jabbed, you go through it.
Yeah.
Parry it, grab them, take it, grab them,
or
whatever.
Or follow their hand back.
That's right.
You know, like
yeah. That's a time where you grab them.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. But people are like, don't just sit at the end of that.
Yeah.
That's what Rig did on Pride.
Yeah.
Just sat at the end of the dude's shit instead of, he should have just gone left, right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Poor Rig. Is he all right?
He's all right. He's fine.
Yeah. Is he going to fight again?
Yeah. Like I put a thing in the group chat the other day going, pro guys who wants to be fighting in February because the first pro
February?
shows. I'm guessing 1774 will be in February.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is. Yeah.
So
February.
who wants to be fighting then? And he's like, yep, me. Straight away. He's got you get 2-month suspension now for a knockout.
Right.
So he's got suspension till the 25th of January, Antoine's birthday. He's got suspension till then. So
yeah.
That's the hard bit though. With if it was a week after that, he wouldn't be able to fight because you have to get your clearance done
again.
Oh man!
After
that, he has to go get two doctors to sign him off.
Oh wow!
So if you get knocked out now, you have to get 2 doctors to sign you off.
You have to be careful what you say to the doctors because one of my fighters, right?
Bro, never tell them you're fighting.
No. What I mean, after one of my fighters fought on Valley. He's just an amateur fighter. He lost the fight on points, but it was a close fight. Never got dropped. Never even got hit hard. He got a suspension.
Same with
why?
My boy took those doctors don't know what they're doing. And the thing is because they do the post fight. Yeah. It's like I know 100%. My boy Steve, like who took a dive. Yeah. I called the fight off in the end.
That's so good.
I was like, I was like, such bad acting. Could have been on Home and Away. He was getting his medical. He's getting his post-fight medical, and I'm like, man, you took a fucking dive, didn't you? He's like, yeah. Like right in front of the doctor. Yeah. And the doctor still gave him a medical suspension. I'm like, fuck, these doctors need to be educated more.
Well, my fighter, he didn't even get hit.
Which guy was that?
Kevin.
Oh, no.
Fairtep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He got his medical suspension. He had to go get 2 clearances from the doctor. He never got dropped. He never got hit.
How long was his suspension for,
though? It was a couple of months, I think.
From his first fight? After his first fight?
No, not his first fight, his last one.
Oh, so he's suspended until like January 18 or something then?
Yeah, he had to get 2
You have to get, he wouldn't have been, you can't until the time passes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you actually have to wait.
But I don't know why. He never even got hit.
Obviously, they asked a question and he answered a dumb answer, which is the problem. Like it's...
But
Like I said to Steve, what the fuck did you go? No, I'm fine. I just took a dive. Yeah. Like, why the fuck did you not just say that instead of going, no, I got hit a bit. I got hit with an elbow. I'm feeling a little bit shit.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the case, don't fight. Like, don't say you want to be a fighter because a fighter will do anything it takes. Yeah. Unless you're being slept. The thing is that a fight doctor should know.
But the doctor should see, exactly.
That's not what I was saying about Sam Gardner before. Yeah. The doctors there ringside, they saw his fight. They saw that he got dropped pretty hard and had to get up for, make the 8 count and stuff. That's probably, like this doctor, Steve didn't even get hit. Your boy didn't even get hit. And then they've got to know what they're looking at. You don't just ask a question, have you got a headache? Yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't drink enough water. Whatever. Like it's, hey, how you feeling? Oh, a bit tired. Oh, maybe he's dizzy.
Suspended.
Man, it's like, that's shit.
Yeah.
Like that makes life so much, because then people like Steve doesn't have any money, bro. So how does he go to 2 doctors?
Well, that's right. They have to pay for them, right?
Who pays for them?
Yeah, it's out of our pocket or the fighter's pocket.
A lot of the people that...
Or the trainer ends up paying for it.
Me.
Yeah.
Like, and it's, fuck you, doctor. Like, I'm going to say something next time, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I believe in... I had a chat with Alan Walkington before the show.
Yeah.
And I was saying about the different, like, amateur 8 counts, pro 8 counts.
Yeah.
Two totally different things. Pros shouldn't get 8 counts while they're still standing unless they're just taking absolute flogging, like Ben Higgins. But if you get rocked and you stay up, man, you're in the game.
Yeah.
Like, man, the start of that Ben Higgins fight.
Well, that used to be what WBC did, remember?
No standing 8 counts. Yeah. I think, like, amateurs, you get hit hard, boom, just give them an 8 count. Like, their head rocks back and...
Boom, they're too flustered and then they're turning...
Yeah, just give them an 8 count.
Because
you're saving them.
Yeah,
you're saving them.
Yeah.
But as a pro, if you're still standing, you haven't turned your back and walking away, or you've just worn one shot, say you've worn a shot in the body, like, oh...
Yeah.
You can't give them an 8 count.
No.
It's like, sorry, but you're going to take some more.
Yeah.
It's like the...
But you can recover too. I remember when I was fighting, it's a fight, you're going to get hit.
Yeah.
You know, there was times where you get hit and you recover and then you come back and you win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
You can't, you know, give the fighter, and it's not good for the fighter, you know, they obviously they're competitive, they want to win. Like, don't give me an 8 count because I got hit.
No, in the amateurs, yes. In the pros, I had that chat with Alan before the show, and then that was on Pride actually, and then my boy Jackie got like tagged and was doing nothing back, and he gave him an 8 count. And I think someone said, I was a bit soft today. I'm like, that was because of me. Like, good. Let the amateurs have 8 counts.
Yeah.
Like, it'll make them learn that, sorry, if you're tough, if you actually wore that and you're just like, but if you, next time. For sure. You make a reaction to getting hit, sorry, then you're going to get, you're not going to, it's not going to be favourable, whether it be for the ref or the judges, you know?
So who are you gonna put on 1774?
I'll probably nominate Rig for the preview.
Yeah. Nice.
We may have someone else making a comeback. I think I already mentioned it to you, but I don't want to talk about it on here. Yeah. No, not who. Not who you're probably you're thinking Fiddy probably, right? No, someone else.
Someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I have mentioned it to you already, I believe, but I'll tell you again off camera. Maybe on that, I'm not sure. Maybe later in the year, but that's probably maybe Josh. See how Josh is going by then.
Yeah,
he's another one who he doesn't do much to earn the big shows or whatever. But at the same time, it's like he came to me with habits. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It's like, and I said that to everyone when he first came over. I was like, sorry, Josh, but you're not the guy to look up to. Like, the guy that works the hardest, look up to them.
Yeah.
So he's a bit of a journeyman. His last fight was pro boxing, 8 rounds.
Yeah, that's the best.
He's fought Muay Thai, he's fought kickboxing, he's fought he's fought a lot, man.
Yeah.
Back to Muay Thai for him for the next one.
Nice.
And if I can't get him on that, then I'll probably put him on pro boxing in March.
Nice.
Locally. That show in March here. But yeah, that's probably it. Like, I don't have a big pro team anyway.
Yeah.
You got a few additions to yours, right?
We have a big...
got Max coming up for finally making a pro debut.
Yeah, we have all the usuals. Next year's fight team is going to be it's going to be the strongest we've had. We've got obviously Nick, Keros, Davina.
Yep.
We have Max Hamilton.
Yep.
That's moved over. We'll have him fighting pro.
Yeah, cool. Kai
Matsuda. He's 61 kilos, is about your height, he's tall.
Yeah, man, he's tall.
So yeah, excited for him to fight. We still have Quang Lee that's going to fight.
No comment.
Who else do we have that's a pro? We have Messiah, the Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Trying to get him a fight.
What weight's he at?
66.
66.
Yeah, 66.
What? How many fights has he had?
Like 50 something. Yeah, a lot of fights. He fought on Glory a lot.
Yeah, Glory.
K1
a lot of kickboxing stuff. But but he was WMC world champion as well, right, or something?
No, it wasn't world champion. It was like
mad titles.
It's one of those intercontinental titles or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our pro fight team for next year. So it's going to be a It's going to be a busy. Oh, and Tavita Mucker, obviously. We've still got T.
Yeah.
T.
Man, coming off a great performance.
Yeah, really good win on Pride.
I talked about that on Ring Lovers. Like, it was good to see him.
Yeah. When T's on, he's really, really good.
Yeah. He'd be one of those guys who, with a sports psychologist, man. I think all pros should have a sports psychologist that they can go to whenever they need.
Yeah.
He's one of those dudes who I think could, kind of like Panna, bro.
Yeah.
I think Panna would be unstoppable with his head sorted.
Yeah.
And I think Tavita's the same, man. Tavita's got all the skills and stuff.
He's very, very skillful.
It's just whether he brings his head on the day.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah, that'll be our pro fight team for next year. Bunch of amateurs, but yeah.
Pile of amateurs, yeah.
Pile of amateurs.
Yeah, I'm definitely scaling right back in the new year. I've got a list of shit that they got to do, and I used to just go, oh, you're not doing it, weed a dick, you can jump in there unfit, but I'm not doing it anymore, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need the fights now.
Nah.
We had 50 in 2022, 50 in 2023, and 40, exactly 40, and exactly 50, exactly 50, exactly 40. Not planned, just happened.
Yeah.
40 this year. Man, I wouldn't care if I had 10 next year.
No.
I don't need the fighters anymore. Like, we're having them cool, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'll still be at Rebellions, I'll still be at 1774s. I'm still going to the big shows and being involved. Obviously, I do commentary, I do interview stuff. I have a different role in the sport, not just as a trainer.
The fighters have to earn it, and they have to be fighting hard because it's detrimental to the gym. It makes us look bad.
But it's also detrimental to their own fucking health and their own
100%.
Their own future. Like, you come off of a shit performance because you chose to have a shit performance. And what I say by choosing is having loser attitude.
Yeah.
You do that, man, that takes away from your confidence. The thing is, if you fight your fucking heart out and lose...
Doesn't matter.
Like Nick's not fucking ashamed of himself from fighting Josh King.
No problem.
These other pussies would be, though, because they do something to make sure they had an excuse to lose.
Yeah.
Like, when you cover all the bases like Nick, there's no shame in losing. People are too scared to not win, not be good enough. Be not good enough. Be your best. Your best.
Yeah.
Not the best, your best.
Exactly.
Fuck everyone else.
There's nothing else you can do.
100%.
That's all you can do.
100%. Be the best version of yourself.
For sure.
Cover all bases.
Yep. Don't
have the excuse that my head wasn't in it on the night. Too fucking bad.
Yeah, you're only letting yourself down. And I can tell you, there's a lot of every single fighter that I have, pro fighter that goes in, win or loss, there's something going on that we don't say. There's always someone that has an injury. There's always someone that has something happening.
Yep.
There's always something.
There's always something going on.
Everyone has something.
Yep. And so you want to use it as an excuse.
Exactly right.
Or you want to get on with life and fucking try and be the best version you can be.
Exactly.
Go out there and fight to the death.
Exactly right.
Yeah, man. It's a hard one now. Like, I'm really struggling with it, bro. Like, that everyone fight prep starts. Someone who trained 5 nights a week all of a sudden has every reason why they can't be at the gym. And all of a sudden they're training twice a week. How the fuck does that happen? Or training outside of fight prep, you're given instructions, they're fucking loving it, all the help they're getting. Boom, fight prep, man, you really need to make sure that when you throw that knee, your foot comes out to the side a little bit, your calf comes out to the side, so you're piercing through them. Okay. Oh, what, now you're gonna fall apart when I give you an instruction?
I wonder why it is. I think
because they're all fucking pussies, bro.
That's it, really, isn't it?
They
like the idea of fighting. It's everyone, but when you have to do it, it's a different thing.
Yeah, man. And man, I had fucking shit performances. I can honestly say though, I was one of those guys who could have 0 prep and still have a good fight performance, but I was also the guy who could have the perfect fight prep and a shit fight performance.
Yeah. But that's what fighting is. Sometimes...
Yeah. Someone like 50 Shades, bro, his only loss when he's had a proper fight prep was Brabsuk.
Yeah.
Due to an injury that he already had fucking going into there. But that was the only time, and I said years before, the day that happens, the day he has a proper fight prep, because well, like when he fought Ben Millington, he didn't even fucking do any of the shit he was supposed to do. It's just an excuse. So he's gone in there, oh man, I'm the favourite for this one, I better not do my best. Like, man, how is there any such thing as bad pressure? Like, pressure should be, make me work harder. I'm going to work harder.
It's a privilege to have pressure.
It's a fucking privilege.
I always say it to Nick, because Nick always has a lot of pressure. Well, and I always say, because you're good, people expect you to win now because you're good,
and people will want you to lose.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you're the favourite or whatever.
But it's an honour to have that privilege. Like, if you're a shit fighter, no one thinks you're going to win. There's no pressure, you know. Yeah,
when you're walking into fights as the underdog every time, it means no one's got any faith in you.
That's right.
And that's not where you want to be. No. Unfortunately, that's where everyone wants to be.
Yeah.
Because there's no pressure. I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I've been a loser already.
I'm already a loser.
Yeah, but that's the exact attitude, bro, why people don't cover all the bases.
Yes.
And it's pretty much like the number one topic I talk about now. It's like, how fucking hard is it just trying to find anyone who wants to be committed to it?
It's hard. Like, I don't know. I'm lucky I have a big fight team and everyone's pretty consistent, but I still do get those people all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's everyone would. It's not just us.
Sure,
everyone. There's always people going through.
Your period now was my period pre-COVID and probably the first 9 months after COVID.
Yeah.
That's the period you're in now.
We're at a peak at the moment.
Yeah.
We have a lot of pro fighters.
And I don't give a fuck, bro. Like
every gym goes through waves.
I would love to have a team of dudes who work hard, but not just work hard in the gym. The things they have to do outside of training that make the difference.
Exactly. Well, that's everything, because it's the lifestyle.
That's exactly right, man.
It's like everything.
It's the whole...
I don't think I've ever had to tell... and I'm being honest, I've never, ever had to tell Nick to go for a run.
It shows.
Not one time.
It shows.
I've never had to tell him to not drink, to eat healthy. He just does it.
Yep.
So being successful as a fighter isn't just from good coaching, it's from you have to want it bad enough for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're the one stepping in the ring and fighting. And if you know within yourself, you can say to my face, I've done my run, I've eaten this. You can say it to me and I'll believe. But you know the truth. And you know, and when it gets really hard in there, and that's when those things creep in. Yeah, and that's when you quit.
And if you want to, exactly. And you want to, and that's where if you say you want to be that guy, but you have imposter syndrome, which I get it. I had that same thing as a trainer. Like, come back to Australia and straight away start telling people how to do shit, and I was like, should I be this guy? Like, who the fuck am I to be telling these people who have been around forever? But it was short-lived, because I realised, and through having therapy, I had a fucking psychologist who was helping me realise that what I was doing was the right thing. Like, my way about it in some people's eyes might not have been the right way, but by me calling people out for being losers, like not losers in not winners, but as in being frauds, and go like, I'd put up a post of some crackhead running around a swimming pool like, and going, this is SA Muay Thai, and then people going, oh, that shows how much respect you have for. I'm like, no, I have none. That was the thing.
Do you think
when I first came back 10 years ago, I had no fucking respect for the people who were good to me, like as humans, yes. Or even like someone like Wongi.
You're talking about style-wise,
but style-wise, no one, bro.
All right, be honest. Do you think now? Do you think is it at a standard that you think is good?
It's better.
It's better.
It's not good.
Do you think it's good?
No, because there's only a handful of gyms doing good.
Yeah.
We still haven't. There's people still training people who shouldn't be.
For sure.
There's people training people because winning is number one as an amateur, which is where when it's win at any cost, you lose the sport. And there's still a lot of that. But what we're seeing now is promoters in amateurs matching good gyms versus good gyms, good stylistic gyms versus good stylistic gyms, and then the rest.
Yeah.
And then there's some of the crossovers where someone needs a match up. So this time take a fight against so-and-so from so-and-so, and the next time we'll make sure you got someone better.
Yeah, it's sort of figuring itself out.
Yeah, so like, you and me have spoken about it forever. Like our guys always have good fights against each other. And, like I'm not going to list off gyms, but
no.
there are particular gyms that do Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And then there's the rest.
I think there's maybe 3 or 4.
It's starting to grow, and there's even
maybe 4.
I'll go as far as this. Maybe like there's gyms that are teaching clean style. It might not necessarily be like what we traditionally know as Muay Thai, but it's like they know how to work technique. They know it's not just about swing and ding.
Yeah.
So there is a handful of gyms.
Yeah, I definitely think it's improving. I think
for sure.
All positive. I think we're definitely going in the right direction.
Direction. And
promotion-wise, I think it's gotten better with the amateurs.
Yep.
And definitely gyms are improving.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So as long as it keeps going the way it's going into a good place.
And I'm offering my services to any trainers, man. Like, if you want to learn Muay Thai and you want to fix up what's wrong with what you're doing, because a lot of you are doing the wrong thing.
Hire a trainer. Dude, that's your new business. It's not just Team Pinky now, it's hire a Muay Thai trainer. You want to, because Muay Thai's so popular, you want to just open a gym and jump on the bandwagon. You got to hire Pinky.
I look after I do deals like for PTs for other trainers.
Yeah. I think it's good. I think
because it's needed. Like these guys need to fix their shit.
Yeah.
Like,
but all right, if you're, I think it's the best thing ever. I actually commend those trainers for doing that. But if I was a student, I don't know how. I would rather just go train with you.
I get it.
And you know what I mean?
I get it.
If my trainer needs to call Pinky to come and coach him to learn how to clean, I would just go to Pinky.
I get that, but
that's just my opinion.
I also think the level the gyms are at, like the newer gyms are at, like because they're usually the newer gyms.
Yeah.
So the level those gyms are at is that amateur level.
Yeah.
So that's where, at the end of the day, everyone needs to start somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of it is, okay, they're just touching up certain things, there might be a particular style, but they need to. A good example, man, John Chaniotis, right?
Yeah.
Old school kickboxer.
Yeah.
Had no idea what Muay Thai was.
True, because it wasn't really around, right? Yeah, no, that's just true. That's a good example.
He's a very good friend of mine, and he's asked me to help his guys with clinching and stuff.
Yeah.
And because he can do all the rest of it.
Yes.
So I don't see why they would have to leave there. You know what I mean? I do.
That's a very good example.
And even someone like Sam Goodman, bro, he's a fucking amazing coach, and his brain is very similar to me. Like, he came on a Muay Thai Vic trip with us to do some cornering with me and stuff, and man, he's very switched on.
Yeah,
like he knows what's up, and there's certain things he just wants to get better at.
Yeah, right.
Like I think he could train pros tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like he's actually...
They'll get there.
For sure.
They're just a new gym.
100%.
Everything takes time.
And they've come on the scene in like leaps and bounds. They've only been open for just over a year, bro.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the best gym down south.
Yeah.
If I was down south, I'd
for Muay Thai, for real Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And then, I help Paddy, like his guys come down for clinching and stuff, and me and Paddy are always talking about stuff. Greg, like, man, my services are there for everyone.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's like, Greg, the thing is with Greg, it's a direct lineage of me because him and Shari are my students.
Yeah.
So what they're teaching is exactly what I teach.
Yes, yeah.
you know, Paddy has his own style, and then he'll come and clinch our guys and that sort of stuff. And
Yeah.
you know, it's extra, a little bit of cross training for his guys and that.
And I think it depends, like those guys like Sam, Paddy and stuff, like they were obviously fighters before, so they were a part of the scene, but some people just open gyms, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's exactly, and we talked to, it's funny because after you did that video and I shared it, where you said about like, you know, where the trainer comes from, being a pro fighter.
Yeah.
Benji from my gym was like, oh, fuck, man, way to make me feel like a fraud or whatever.
Oh.
But I was like, the difference is Benji, this is where Benji knows where he's from.
Yes.
Benji knows his lineage.
Exactly.
Lineage is that important thing.
When I said it, I stand by what I said, but say if you're a new person that's never done Muay Thai before and you're looking for a Muay Thai gym, the safest way to know that you're going to the right place is obviously you have to look at the trainer.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the gym looks like. Like anyone these days can do a reel and make the gym look good. Like I can do a reel, you know, doing on something on the car, like make it look like I'm a mechanic. I'm not a mechanic, but I can cut the reel up.
Yeah,
I can cut the reel up to make it look like 100%. I am. So for a new student to look for a Muay Thai gym, the safest way to know is to look at the trainer and if they're experienced. That's why I said that, because
for sure, 100%.
There's so many frauds, but someone like what's his name?
Benji.
Yeah. See, he's probably 1 in 100 that's doing that.
Yeah, and
that's the risky thing.
And he said he's not he started running classes at this jiu-jitsu gym.
Yeah.
But he makes sure that he's in with us every night that he can be to learn extra stuff.
Exactly.
He's now my right-hand man in the corner. Like, he's going to be cornering for me every single show now, because that's the thing. Okay, it reflects on me. I did the same with Greg. Greg still corners with me.
Yeah.
Made Greg do, like, corner with me for all the fights for like 2 years straight. Because, okay, you want to have fighters, you need to learn to corner. And it's not just rocking into the corner. You need to be able to understand a fight. You need to understand when you give an instruction. You need to understand what happens out the back. You need to understand, like, I went to Rebellion with Jason. Greg, I did nothing to prep Jason. Greg did the whole thing out the back. All I did was hold pads for Jason out the back, because I'd held pads for him leading up to it. That was the only thing, you know. Like, so the rub downs, all that. Greg done it all. In the corner, he knows to hand me the water. He knows to get this ready. He knows to get that ready. So it's like,
that's good.
Now Benji's doing that.
Yeah.
Like, Greg's had a couple of kids fight. Then he's had his first teenager, like a bigger boy, fight on Pride on the day show. And, you know, that's the start of that process of him, you know, heading to one day having a pro fighter.
I think that's really good.
Yeah, and Benji's the same.
If everyone did that, it would be great.
Yeah, but most people got too much ego. They leave their gym because they have an argument with the fucking trainer, or they don't like being called out for being a fraud. Yeah. Because they're acting like a fucking twat or whatever. Yeah. And then they go and start their own gym. Oh yeah, cool story, bro.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Seen it 1,000 times.
Seen it 1,000 times, bro.
Yeah, and it's funny, you look at it over the years, it's always just the 2 or 3 gyms that are always consistent.
Yeah. People open gyms way too early as well. Like, you did, but also you got to tie into to make up for
the way I did it was different, I think. Yeah.
It was, Like, if you're going to open a gym and you're not experienced.
I was an active fighter when I was.
You were, yeah.
I was actively.
That's another thing I don't suggest. If you're an active fighter, never open a gym.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah.
But that's why, I mean, the way I did it's different. I had, I had the ties here.
Yeah.
That were full-time training me twice a day. It wasn't like I was.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it depends. Everything is dependent on how you do it. You can't say there's one way or
no, there's
another
not.
way.
Yeah. Just but as a general rule, fighters shouldn't open gyms.
No.
If your fight career's not over, don't open a gym yet.
Yeah.
If you're not very experienced, but you want to have your own thing, then you need to buddy up with a gym that is doing real Muay Thai.
Yeah.
That
you have to call Pinky. That's it.
Bro, I don't care who asks me.
Yeah.
Anyone, I'll help.
Yeah.
In whatever way I can.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be me cornering, whether it be whatever, like, I don't care. Like, hit me up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. When I came back to Australia almost 11 years ago, I was like, I'm going to change Muay Thai in South Australia. I'm going to turn it to Muay Thai. Because it was shameful, bro.
Yeah. It's definitely getting better.
It is getting better.
I'm happy, like, seeing it progressed the way it's progressing. I think it's all positive things.
For sure. And then gradually, you know, you have, you know, there's shit promotions and there's good promotions, and I always say there's room for the shit promotions because there's shit gyms.
Yeah.
You know, like, and when I say shit gyms, just gyms that don't do Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And then the rest go down one way. And another thing I say is, like, people like talk about the Muay Thai click. Man, it ain't that hard to get into the click. You just got to be doing real Muay Thai.
Just do Muay Thai.
Trying your hardest to be real Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And not have an ego. Yeah. And we'll leave it at that for today. No doubt we're going to do this again at some point.
Yeah, we'll do another one.
Thanks heaps for coming on, man. And
Thank you.
You got to get to work.
Yeah, I do.
So, man, appreciate you a lot. And next year, no doubt, we'll be traveling together again.
Yeah, we will.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
Thanks, bro. So, there you have it. 2 of the more well-known Thai trainers in South Australia, Muay Thai trainers in South Australia, talking to each other candidly, honestly, having a really good chat. Hope you really enjoyed this one. Thoroughly enjoyed doing it. Probably going to start putting the camera on our conversations a little bit more often because of it, actually. But yeah, thanks again for supporting. If you've come this far, man, good on you. I appreciate you getting right through to the end of the videos. It's really important for me, and it helps me rack up those hours that I need. This close, people. This close to getting to my next level where I can start making a few dollars from YouTube. So yeah, this has been really good. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Popcorn Cup.